Right, Tom, so you scored 48 in the first paper I marked for you, so let's see if we've got improvement this time round. 46705, 9417, good. That's good. 102 and 28, well done. That is very good. 4 marks, 7 out of 7 for the first page, well done. That is correct, that is correct. That is correct, but you've named it wrongly. The triangle that you've drawn is an isosceles. So, no mark for that. 257888725 is correct. 4730 is wrong. It's closer to 40. 36 is closer to 40 to the nearest 10. To the nearest 100, you're right. 8 tickets, good. Now, that's wrong. Okay, if you think of a normal can of soft drink, like a can of Coke, that would be 330 mils. That's a lot less than you get in a kettle. So a kettle is likely to have a capacity of a litre. That one's right with you though, as is that, as is that. So 3 out of 4 for there. Total for the page, 3, 5, 8, 10, 11. No, that's not the method you use. What you need to do here is think how many tickets there are in the drum. 50. How many of those are a yellow number 7? 1. And that's how you write the probability, which you have done correctly below. There's a 2 in 50 chance of getting a ticket with the number 16, but a 1 in chance of getting the number 26. So that's good. Well done. 48 is correct, 6 is correct, 152 is pretty good. Explain your answer. Even though you're right that it's fallen, you're not going to get the mark because you haven't explained. Okay, so what you want to be saying there is the fact that last year's year 7 and now year 8, and they had more in than that. The year before that's year 7 and now year 9, who had more again, and year 10 had more again when they were in year 7, and so on. Total for the page, 2, 4, 6. (27, 57, 43, 7H, 42). So that's good. That's good. That's good. This bad. You can see here that whatever that number is, you're timesing it by 4. 2 times 4 is 8. 3 times 4 is 12. 4 times 4 is 16. So 10 times 4 should be 40, not 48. And A times 4, you could just write as A times 4 or 4A. 21 cubes is right, but there's a mark here for the units, okay, which you haven't written in. So what you want is to say 21, and the units for volume are centimeters cubed. So you're only going to get 1 mark there. Measure the size of this. What that means there is the angle ABC. ABC. You need to get a protractor and measure the size of that angle. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8 for the page. More angle practice there, so have a look at the video clip for that. Yeah, you want to do 237 divided by 32, but you don't have to do that. You can do it by trying out different amounts and multiplying. So for example, if I've got 10 crates then I'd be able to hold 320 jugs. It's too big, so I'm going to try 5 crates. So I'll try 237 times 5, see how big it is, make a decision and go from there. Have a look how I've done it on the video clip, although I did it wrong first of all, as you'll see. The next question is correct and correct. Well done. So that's good. 4 marks for the page. Oh, well done. You are, I think, the only person that has got this one right. So well done. Very good indeed. Very, very good. And that's correct as well. So you've got 4 for that, 2 for that. Watch my video clip to see how I explain how to do that. That's pretty complicated bit of work to get that answer right. But 6 marks for that page is good. Well done. Prime 2 is a prime number. That's all you've got to do is show why they're wrong. That's good. And that's good, and that's good as well. Well done. Questions like this come up very often, and they're usually worth quite a lot of marks. So watch how I explain it. If you want to have a look at some practice, look for work on Games of Chance on Jones' Son topics. This one, right, what you need to do here, again I've explained it on the video clip, but it's going to have those numbers in. If you round that to 5 and that to 12, it'll give you an idea about where the decimal point needs to live. 5 times 12 is 60, so it's not where you've got it, it's between the 2 and the 6. And that's how you do those as well. 3 for the page. Okay, so your points, that point's in the wrong place. So you lose 1 mark for that. It is positive correlation. Your line of best fit needn't go through 0, 0. It's more important that your line of best fit follows the slope of the curve. Sorry, the gradient of the crosses. So it needs to be a bit steeper than yours to get close to what's up there. So I would go a bit more like that, but you know, don't make it go through 0, 0. That's why you're getting it wrong there. And then off your line, that is correct. Right, your enlargement is wrong for 2 reasons. 1, if that's 2, your enlargement needs to be 4, so it needs to go over further. And secondly, this needs to be down 4 and yours goes down 5, so that's wrong. And thirdly, the point A is a centre of enlargement doesn't mean that's where you start the enlargement from. It means that tells you where to measure your new enlargement from. So what I mean is, if your original is 2 squares away from A, your new enlargement needs to be 4 squares away, so it needs to start there and build out in that direction. So you've got too many mistakes in your enlargement, and you haven't used the centre correctly, so you're not going to get any marks for what you've done there. On the next one, you have done a correct reflection, but you haven't put the mirror in the right place. You've put the mirror on the x-axis. They want you to put the mirror on the line x equals 1. Now the line x equals 1 is where the x coordinate, which is this one, is always 1. So anywhere on that line, the x coordinate is 1. So that's the line x equals 1. If that's where your mirror is, it reflects this way. So that's the correct place. That one's good. That's good, but use a ruler. This one, yes, that is one of the lines, and it does turn it into a right-angled isosceles triangle. However, the question says it's got to be folded twice. The second fold is there. This work is known as loci. Have a look at how I've done it on the answer video, and if you go on to Jones' Sums and have a look in loci, there's a video clip there explaining how to do the constructions, and another one showing you how to answer the questions. So on that page you've got 5 marks. And that's wrong, but questions like this I will be focusing on in the next few weeks, so don't worry too much about that now. Alright then, Tom, so for your homework you scored 48. In the test you scored 18, 24, 32, 36, 42, 45, 50, I'll add this up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 54. 54 out of 100 is almost a grade D. It's 1 mark off a grade D. If I include in there your first paper, then that is going to be 102 out of 200, which would be overall a grade E. Okay, so we're not at the C grade yet, we're not at a D grade yet, but we're not far off a grade D, and we are improving every time. So long as we keep that improvement, and you learn that the questions you're getting wrong this time you won't get wrong next time, we're going to be at a C very quickly, so well done.